A little more desire to take it to these Nashville Predators. Puck drops, Stefanik on the face-off, pushes it into the Nashville zone. Nashville gathers it up into the neutral zone, gains entry into the Ducks' end on the right-hand side. Broken up by Moxham. Niedermeyer back there picks it up in the back end, sends it up the wall, and Moxham loses an edge kind of awkwardly. Now he sends it up to Chon. Chon gets it over to Lipinski. Lipinski trying to get in behind the Nashville D, and then gets it out front to Packo, but the puck ends up outside, back into the Duck zone. Niedermeyer back there to pick it up. Sends it right back up to Stefanik. It comes off of his stick. Nashville turns around, shoots it, deflected far into the far side corner. Picked up by Bustamante. Now the puck's driven right back in, out of Niedermeyer's reach. He's met with some pressure. Comes out to Stefanik. Stefanik stretch pass to Stenari. Stenari crosses the red line. Oh no, that's Baker. Baker's up front. He moves in, pulls it into the corner. Chon gets it down to Baker. Comes out of his stick, comes right back to Chon. Chon in the corner feeds it out, and that's cut off by Nashville. And sent up. Moxham, puck comes back to Williams. He just avoids tragic deal here. Chon pulls into the corner, gets it over to Baker. Baker walks into the slot, tries to get it over to Stenari. He comes off of his stick, and Williams comes in and levels the guy into the boards. Son picks it up, sidesteps, gets it over to Chon. Chon comes in the top of the circles and rips it over the net. Williams drives it into the corner, just out of Baker's reach. And the puck works its way near side here. Williams drops down low. He sends it all the way in. Yeah, the puck trickles loose here and cut off by the referee on the blue line. Gets it up to Ben Ivey. Ben Ivey sends it in. Goaltender drives it over the net into the corner. Comes out to Jack. Jack drives it in, and that's deflected into the corner. Jack picks it up in the corner, gets it over to Grant. Grant cycles it back down to Jack. Jack avoids a hit and sends it up the wall. Bustamante pinches down low, holds it in. Jack comes in, pulls it out of the feet, gets it over to Eisenberg. Eisenberg drops down the top of the circles and sends it just wide. Grant in on the forecheck, picked up by Ben Ivey. He circles out behind, looking to go back door over to Grant, and just got deflected out of his reach. Comes back, Bustamante drives it right back in and deflected back behind the net. Ducks with all kinds of offensive zone pressure. We saw it all morning long. Hopefully they capitalize on it and get a couple goals here early on. Get some breathing room. Bustamante backhanded it in, deflected off a Nashville Predator and into the zone, and Eisenberg comes in and lays some body. Ben Ivey sends it up to Jack Ivey. Jack pulls down the corner, drops it nicely to Lipinski. Lipinski pulls away from pressure. Battle on the half wall, cycles it down low, but the Ducks are going for a change. Moxham off the bench on the forecheck. Son picks it up on the back end, sends it in on net, and the Nashville goaltender holds it in to the midsection and leaves it there. No rebound. 11:30 left in the first period. Some good puck movement by the Ducks. Puck pushed into the corner. Moxham in on the forecheck. Nashville up the half wall. Niedermeyer cuts that off. It comes just out of his reach. He's got to come out in the neutral zone and pick it up. Son picks it up, goes back over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer sends it up to Lipinski. He sidesteps with a hit. And Nashville sends it right back out into the neutral zone. Niedermeyer, nice move, cuts in, but he has a couple players that need to touch up before he can enter the zone. Puck gets pushed into the Nashville zone. They pick it out, stretch pass on the neutral or half wall. Now sent out. Niedermeyer catches that right at the red line. Lipinski cuts into the zone, drops down, gets it over to Moxham, and Moxham shoots it just wide of the net, and the puck wraps around. Picked up by Niedermeyer. He turns around, sends it over, and cut off by Nashville. Right back to Lipinski, and he almost just missed the top shelf by inches. Son sends it into the far side corner, or near side corner. Nashville hoists it out. Williams back there picks it up, cycles it back over. Eisenberg gets the wheels moving, cuts into the zone, pulls into the corner. Nice, sends it out to Stenari, and he blasts it in. Big save by the goaltender. Baker off the bench, comes in, pulls it out. Gets the puck knifed off of his stick, makes a nice move, but comes off of his stick too far out of reach. Nashville jumps on a loose puck. Chon comes in, Baker holds it in the zone, and as he fell, goes into the boards. Eisenberg picks it up and sends it into the far side corner. Back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg's able to send it in, keep it in, sends it down, picked up by Nashville. Baker in on the forecheck. John's there to cut that off, sends it over to Baker. Baker gets it on the backhand, big rebound, and I think mocks him. So Stenari puts it in the back of the net on the backhand off of Chon and Baker's assist. And 9:31, the Ducks take a 1-0 lead.
Is on the ice.
So Jack Ivey steps in, pushes the puck forward. Grant jumps on the loose puck, sends it into Nashville zone. Jack Ivey's in on, or Ben Ivey's in on the forecheck, peels out of the corner to the top of the circles, backhands it just down to Grant, and he shuttles it just to the side of the net. He gets held, pulled, yanked down, no call by the referee. Ben picks it up, centering attempt comes right back to him. Now a centering attempt comes out, that's cut off by Nashville's winger up high. Nashville sends it right back to Bustamante. Bustamante stretch pass, hops over Ben's stick and goes the entire length. The other referee saying it was touch, so no icing being called. Nashville picks it up, sends it up on the red line. Niedermeyer picks that up, goes over to Bustamante. Bustamante peels away from pressure, sends it right back over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer gets the wheels moving, he overskates it, has to go back and retrieve it, gets it over to Bustamante, stretch pass up to Moxham. He gives it to Stefanik, but it gets taken off of his stick. Now Bustamante's going to gain some speed into the zone. Shuttle pass over to Stefanik just behind him. And a 2-on-1 develops. Moxham's back on D. He nicely breaks it up with the poke check. Moxham, wow. Lipinski picks it up, gets it over to Stefanik, cuts across the red line, gains entry in the zone, drops it to Lipinski. Lipinski drops down to the half wall, gives it right back to Stefanik behind the net. We have Moxham out in the slot, gives it over to Williams. Williams, big blast. It must have deflected because it ended up 5 feet over the net. Son steps in and Lipinski picks it up and finds the back of the net. So Son sends it in, comes off the goaltender to the right, and Lipinski reaches down and picks up the loose puck and finds the back of the net. So 7:44 left in the first period. Ducks take a 2-0 lead.
Junior Preds making the jump to AAA this year have had it handed to them all year. It has been a rough transition for them.
So it goes back to Son. Son backs it up to Baker. Baker gets some speed moving. He gets it over to Stenari. Stenari cuts in. And back door, big rebound. Chon picks it up in the slot, circles away from pressure, gives it right back to Stenari. Stenari gives it right back to Chon, and he rips it up into the goaltender, and he holds it. No rebound there. Nice puck movement by the Ducks.
Cypher's body count here. As Nick Cypher's like Lazarus has risen from the dead 3 times. Cypher's made sure to stay behind everybody. Oliva's taking the draw.
Stenari picks it up, sends it into Baker, and Baker quickly finds the back of the net. Stenari drops it into Baker, and Baker makes no mistake about it, but finds the back of the net here. 7:18, the Ducks take a 3-0 lead. So this is kind of what we expected. The Ducks come out and take a commanding lead.
All right, Olivas gets to stay on the ice. That shift would have been about 3 seconds. Olivas on Cypress and Wolfenbarger. I said Wolfenbarger's maybe yet today, I don't think. Olivas takes the draw and wins it.
Faceoff goes back into the Nashville zone, comes back. Stenari comes right back to Stenari in the neutral zone, goes back to Eisenberg. He stretch passes over to Baker. Baker gains the zone on the left side, drops it to Chon. Chon pulls up in the corner, sends it back in, and it gets deflected high and over the net, picked up by a Nashville player and moved out of the zone. They keep it off the wall. Bustamante goes back to pick it up. He's got pressure, spins away from that. He backhands it up the wall. That was cut off. Chon chips it up to Stenari. Stenari gets it over to Chon. Chon and Baker in on the rush. Drops it back to Stenari. He gives it right back to Chon into the corner. Chon circles away from pressure. Comes back to Baker. Baker turns around and snaps it in. Goes wide. Picked up by Chon. He goes right back into the corner. Gives it right back to Chon. Goes right back to Bustamante. And he zips it in. No rebound.
As the junior Preds allowed access to their goaltender after the whistle, 6:21 remaining period number 1. 3-0 Anaheim. If you're just joining us, your neck is going to get sore because you're bending and training to the right. But no fear, that will change as junior.
Son gets it over to Niedermeyer. He drops to the circles. Big deflection in front by Grant. Just trickled wide. Preds on the breakout, picked up and broken up by Niedermeyer through the neutral zone. He sends it right back up to Ben. He shovels it over to Jack, just out of his reach. Ben cuts that off on the half wall, pulls off the wall into the slot, and wow! At the top right-hand corner picked, and the glove of the goaltender comes out and stops that real quick. 5:54 left in the first period. Ducks with a 3-0 lead, and Ben just got robbed.
5:54 remaining in the first.
Jack Ivey steps in, pushes the puck back, gets it to Grant. He gives it up to Nashville breakout Predator. He moves around Son. Niedermeyer comes back to pick him up, help him out, wraps it around. Grant's going to get it on the half wall.
Harper just looked at the sky, probably asking God what he ever did in a past life to deserve this game, but here comes the Ducks.
Niedermeyer just sends it up to Grant. Grant chips it in. Ben gives it right back to Grant. Grant shovels it just to the side, and the Nashville goaltender makes a big save. 3-on-2 by Nashville, and picked up. Williams going to come over there. Williams sends it up to Stenari. Stenari stretch pass to Lipinski. Lipinski cuts down to the top of the circle. Makes a nice move. Backhand. Oh, man. So Lipinski with a nice little pirouette 360 move on the backhand. And the goaltender for the Nashville Predators comes up huge. Created that the opportunity close, and then he just opened it wide open, finding himself all alone on the backhand. And the goaltender made a big save. Stefanik gets it over to Moxham, and man, Moxham lost it at his feet. So Nashville Predators backhanded into the zone, gets it over to Williams. Williams reverses it back, but nobody's there.
Anaheim backdoor no-look pass. It works for them, never for us. Wolfenbarger has it. Nice catch, Cypress has to leave us.
That's cut off by Williams. I'm having a hard time with the Nashville guy. He's great. He's over there trying to pay attention to him as well. So Ducks move it out. Lipinski into the right-hand side. Gets it over to Moxham. He spins away from pressure, but unable to pull the trigger. Gets it out to Ben. Ben comes over. Finds it over to Eisenberg. Eisenberg winds up just top shelf, or just over the crossbar. Moxham picks it up. He drops it back to Stefanik. Stefanik walks out. Sends it just to the left of the goaltender. Wrapped around, Bustamante holds it in. He sidesteps pressure, sends it in. He finds himself in the slide, gets it over to Stefanik, backhands it, and there's a wide open net. And Moxham gets it out to Stefanik, and Stefanik rips it up top shelf.
That ended up being a backdoor play, and the whole net was there.
So 3:45, Ducks with the 4-0 lead. Hey, we better end up 20.
Junior Preds several times last weekend had wide open nets. Junior Preds said no.
So, Chan pushes it forward. Stenari in on the forecheck. Stenari chases his guy into the corner. Comes out. Niedermeyer's going to hold it. Oh, 2-on-1 develops. Niedermeyer pinching, but the Nashville, with a little bit of excitement, jumps off sides.
Pace to get 30 goals. That's not true, but it's got to be good. We have, let's see, we have 2:15. No, I'm sorry. I'll do the math sometime during the break.
So Chong jumps onto this puck. He sidesteps around somebody, finds himself in all alone. He makes a move, and big save by the Nashville goaltender. Comes back out to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer to the right, gets it down to Baker. He sends it out to Shinari and hops over his stick. Bustamani's got to come out and pick it up. He gets it up to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer gains the red line, drives it in, on goal, kicked into the corner. Shinari's going to jump on the forecheck. Has Baker down there to help him out. He shoves it down there. He makes a move. He gets pumped off the puck. And Nashville goes high off the glass. Niedermeyer holds it. Gets it down to Baker. He chips it just wide. Scenari sends it right back out. Baker trying to feed Chan in the slot. That gets cut off by Nashville. Niedermeyer goes right back to Son. Son picks it up. Stretch pass up to Chan. Chan makes a move. Gets it over to Stenari. Stenari steps in. Nice pass. Oh. Then just skated himself just out of position. He had it wide open, but then it comes right back to him. He's working himself out of the corner. Nashville's able to chip it out in the neutral zone. Williams grabs it, sends it right back to Ben. Ben's going to turn around and go right back into the zone. Makes a nice little move, and he gets robbed again. Ben danced himself out, and he's got a shot. Big save by the Nashville goaltender. Williams picks it up. He sends it up to Son. Son goes right back to Williams. Williams with some speed. Entering the zone. Grant. Puck gets chipped out. Son's going to go back and pick it up. He's got two Preds chasing him. Grant. Somebody jumped off sides, so 1:31 left.
I guess if there's a silver lining, it is that the game is moving along pretty quickly. Parker going to take the draw.
I got to pick up some of those. So Stefanik works his way out of the face-off dot. Lipinski picks it up. He walks off the wall. And this is the worst-case scenario that this Nashville team could have faced after the Ducks losing that first game. They came out pretty motivated.
And it will be. Same 10 kids. I'm sorry, 10 legs on the ice. Tyson Matthews are on defense.
So Stefanik steps in. He pushes the puck forward. Gets it over to Moxham. Moxham reaches out just beyond his reach from pulling the trigger. Gets it back to Bustamante. He walks the wall. Gets it over to Stefanik. He zips it just wide. And Eisenberg was cheating down, so puck's going to come out. And it would have been a 3-on-1, but that came loose off of their stick. So Moxham comes back, sends it up to Stefanik. Puck comes back out. Lipinski comes back on the back check. Puck works its way into the corner. Eisenberg lays some body there. Lipinski's got it, moves it up over to Moxham, comes off of his stick. Puck works its way behind the Nashville net. Lipinski picks it up there. Moved up the near side wall here. Stefanik drops it back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer sends it to Moxham, who had a nice little deflection. And Lipinski comes in, and it finds, who got that, Moxham? Moxie picked up the trash. Oh, he waved it off?
I don't know why, though. Man in the crease.
Does runtime happen anytime outside of the third period? The coach said no goal because he has mercy. The rest of the junior Preds, I said, you guys need all the help you can get. 19.2 seconds remaining. Junior Preds with visions of grandeur, thinking if you can count it up, how do you know?
John tries to pull the Stefanik move. Baker comes in and swipes at it. Oh, comes back. John tried to backhand it. Just out of Baker's reach. He split the D. Niedermeyer's got to come all the way back and pick it up. Son zips it up to Chon. Chon spins away from pressure. And that's it. After one, the Ducks have a 4. So here we go. Second period action here. We have Chon with Baker and Stenari on the right wing. Stenari pushes it into the corner there. Predator's able to move it out into the neutral zone. Gets it over to Son. Son chips it up off the wall. Comes back out. Son's got to regroup. Gets it over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer's got to regroup. Into our own end there. Chips it up to Stenari. He lifts a stick, but it comes back to a Nashville player who rips it just wide. And 26-1 shots. Chon comes in, generates some speed. He gets in all alone. Gets it over to Stenari. Comes off of his stick. And wow, the Nashville goaltender is able to reach out and hold it. Wow, so 20, after one, there's 26-1 shots. 14-24. Grant comes in on the half wall, working the puck. Comes in. Ben's got some help, and it gets chipped just beyond Eisenberg, and he comes in all the way. Wow, and Nashville makes a nice little move around Koenig and finds the back of the net. 4-1.
Ducks was trying to get on Dylan Wagner. Ben Byron got in front of him and just got to hit the brakes. All right, well, good goal. Dylan Wagner on a breakaway puts the Preds on the board, and this is what the Ducks coach did not want to have happen. Junior Preds with a lot of momentum. They can taste it.
I'm just listening to Nashville. He's awesome. So, looks like the goaltender might be a little, had a little injury or something. So, anyways, face off just to the left of the Preds goaltender. Jack works it back to Niedermeyer, to Eisenberg. Gets moved out, pushed out. Eisenberg comes back, picks that up. Jack Ivey comes back on the back check. Moves it up to Ben. Ben quickly moved it over to Grant, but just a little behind him. Grant couldn't kick it up to a stick. And Nashville back into the Ducks zone. Into the corner. Pulls up in the corner. Williams puts a stop to that. Comes back into the corner. Comes out back to their D. Big blast. Cut off by Eisenberg. And Eisenberg zips it over to Jack, and that comes out of his reach. So Nashville winning the battles to the puck right now in the Ducks zone. And now the Ducks are on the exit. Ben Ivey with it, cuts across the red line, has Eisenberg with him. He cuts across, picks it up in the slot, rips it just wide of the net, and Ben Ivey tries to feed it right back to Eisenberg. Chon picks it, or Stefanik picks it up. He makes a nice little move into the slot, and just roofs it top shelf.
Wasn't able to move his feet. Didn't do a whole lot to slow the kid down. Some space for him. And on that top shelf, and he pushed it in. Parker.
So John Stefanik on it, chops through, gets it back to Bustamante. Bustamante reassesses, goes over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer stretch pass, gets it up to Lipinski, just out of his reach, and it's going for icing.
Junior Preds have dominated at least 8 seconds of this game. And Anaheim knows, they know the bite of our blade. Dylan Wagner on breakaway, scoring for the Junior Preds. It seemed like forever ago. Awesome opportunity to draw.
So Bustamante picks it up in the corner, moves it up the wall. Nashville able to hold it in, drives it back into the near side wall corner here. Bustamante has to spin away from pressure. Cycles it back over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer looking to stretch pass. That gets it up to Stefanik. Stefanik moves it over to Moxham. Moxham cuts down the left side into the corner, behind the net. Centering attempt out to Niedermeyer, who just zips it just wide. Picked up by Stefanik. Bustamante shoves it right back into the corner. Moxham's going to pick it up. He settles it back to Lipinski. He goes out front and just out of the reach of Stefanik again. And now a 2-on-1 develops, and they jump. That's offsides. Oh my, that's offsides. Holy cow. This guy, that guy was a foot offsides, but wow. And the Ducks are going to the box on a penalty, on a hooking.
The call will be, I can see it. Well, I'm looking at the wrong route, that's why. All the Las Vegas, all the dazzle has gotten to see. All right.
So Nashville Junior Predators power play. Son picks it up, goes up off the glass and off the wall. And now that's going to go for icing.
Look at this. We got Bison Matthews on the blue line. Let's had to make that long rush and got drugged down. Possibly Greg. I don't know how to make that verb tense into a past tense. I don't know how to make the verb into a past tense. See, I can't even talk anymore. All right, drop up into the Anaheim whole time. He's got
Bustamante pushes it forward. That was Chon pushes it forward. Sends it over. They send it right back in. Williams goes over to pick it up. He sends it over and fans on it. Sonari's got to pick it up in the far side corner. Nashville works it back to their D. They walk off the wall, go right back to the half wall. Cross ice pass, almost cut off by Chon. Sends it down. Son's going to pick that up and shuttle it out in the neutral zone. And Nashville's able to drive it in. Son's going to pick that up in the far side corner. Sonar's going to come in and help him out. Nashville peels off the wall. Center attempt. Gets out and Chon comes back and breaks that up nicely and then dances around a Nashville player. Oh, that's a punch to the head. Wow. And no call. The referee just sitting there looking at it. That's cut off nicely. Block shot by Williams into the corner. He's going to get it on his backhand. Sends it out. And Sonari's in on the forecheck. Sonari's going to get beat to the puck. And then he gets yanked down from behind the net. Sent it in. Puck works its way back. Eisenberg hoists it out, but Nashville jumps up and holds it in. Battle for it there. Sends Baker. Baker's got to have a little bit of a move. He makes a nice little move, but it comes just out of his reach. And the puck works its way up. Bustamante picks it up on the back end, sends it right back into the corner. Baker's going to pick it up there, sends it right back out. That's cut off and pushed back into the corner. Jack Ivey picks it up, gets it over to Ben. He winds up and rips it. Big rebound. Bustamante jumps on it and shins it just wide. Eisenberg holds it in on the back end, drives it into the corner, gets it down to Baker. Baker reaches out and tries to feed Bustamante that's slipped down. And Nashville's able to exit the zone. Ivy's in on the forward check, or back check. Bustamante picks it up. Big blast, in on goal, and Koenig tracks that into the midsection. 8:56 left in the second period. Nashville with the face-off, dumps it right back down behind the Ducks net. Son picks that up, gets it up to Moxham, comes off of his stick weird. Comes to Lipinski. Lipinski gets the wheels moving, cuts across into the zone, drops it for Grant. Grant tried to feed it over across ice to Moxham, and that gets cut off by the Nashville Predators. And Nashville enters the duck zone on the far side. That's cut off by Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer wraps it around the boards over to Moxham. Moxham drives it up to Lipinski. Lipinski cross ice over to Niedermeyer. And you got Niedermeyer and Grant. And Grant's was offside, but that another missed call by the linesman there. And Niedermeyer rips it and goes up off. Niedermeyer rips it up off the stick and into the net.
Levis' line comes out. Levis, Cyphers, and Wolfenbarger. Cyphers has not been since his first shift. Cyphers.
So this is Stefanik and Chon.
Olivas again gets water. He goes around Olivas like water around the rock at the face-off circle. And he's got possession. Anaheim drops it deep.
Chon back there behind the net. He picks it up. He gets it over to Sonari. Sonari tried to feed it out to Stefanik, and that was cut off by the Nashville goaltender.
Into Maselli's chest, might have hit the bottom of Maselli's mask. That's about the height of the shot. It dropped in front of him, and Sander either grabbed it out of the air or fell on top of it. We're going to do it again. Maselli's left.
Stefanik runs it back to Bustamante. Williams. Williams gets it over to Bustamante. Puck comes back to Sonari. Sonari gets it up to Chon. Chon makes a nice little move. Comes off of his stick. Comes back out over to Williams in the neutral zone. He gets it over to Bustamante. Bustamante gets the puck knifed off of his stick, and now he gets around the player. Chon goes cross ice to Sonari. Sonari enters the zone. Nice little move. Tries to feed it back to Chon. Gets deflected. Comes right back to Bustamante. Bustamante to Williams. He blew a big blast and a rebound. That gets pushed out in the neutral zone, or to the half wall. Gets it down to Sonari. Sonari works it behind the net. Ben Ivy comes down to pick it up, or Stefanik picks it up. And Nashville high off the glass out into the neutral zone, picked up by Williams. He moves it over to Bustamante. Bustamante sidesteps and gets the puck knifed off of his stick. Goes back to Williams. Williams moves it out to Ben. That gets knifed off of his skate. And Nashville into the zone. Now it comes out, and they send it right back in. Bustamante reached up, just missed that, has to get it with the stick. He comes out high off the wall, and that's going to go for icing.
That would have been the stoppage we needed. Junior Fred's had already completed the forward. Parker, Ossenbacher, and Bishop are out. Buzz comes down with Matthews. Buzz redirects Matthews to the
So who do we got here now? We got Jack Ivy, Ben Ivy, and Baker on line. Nashville comes out. They send it right back in. Into the corner. Cycles it out. Picked up by Ben. He quickly moves it up. But Nashville holds it in the zone. Comes back to Ben. He circles away from pressure. Shuttles it out. Gets it over to Baker. That hops over his stick. Niedermeyer sends it up to Baker. He sends Niedermeyer in the zone. Niedermeyer goes cross ice just out in front of Eisenberg. And Eisenberg goes right back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer goes back to Baker. Baker goes back to Ben. Wow, it's just tic-tac-toe. I can't even keep up with it. And now the puck trickles out, and Niedermeyer's got to get back on his gas, and Eisenberg. They both get back on the back check nicely and disrupt the breakaway. Ben hoists it out. He's got Baker coming with them, and Ben backhands it in the zone. Baker in on the forecheck, and Nashville's able to rip it around. Comes back out to Son. Son gains it, sends it all the way across ice to Baker. He backhands it into the zone. You got Lipinski in on the forecheck now. Cross ice pass miss. Comes back to Son. Son's going to regroup in our own end. He circles out, pulls up. Cross ice pass to Lipinski. Lipinski and Moxham. This two's magical. Lipinski gets it over back. Oh, gets it to Grant on the backhand. And Grant got a shuttle pass on net. Gets kicked behind. Oh! Feeds it out to Moxham, gets it out to Lipinski, and Lipinski bears down on a stick and finds the back of the net here.
The nearest junior predator was on the phone ordering a pizza for the post-game celebration. Lost track of the kid, and he just smacked it. Lou Ferrigno style. Pass handed, and the Anaheim Ducks take a 6-1 lead. But no lead is safe with this junior pred squad. It is the everything is awesome year.
Stefanik steps up, takes the hit, and pushes the puck into the Nashville Predator zone. Son drops down, comes out. Stenari comes in, picks it up on the red line, and Nashville's just coming out hitting now. So number 8, Williams picks it up. He gets the wheels spinning. He's got 3 kids, and he elects to shoot it. And that, a 3-on-1, Williams doesn't even look. He just zips it in, and that goes up high and into the net.
That was a shot that had dent written all over it. A sigh of relief from him, knowing that he was not hit by that. All the Kevlar in the world wouldn't have get it.
Stefanik pushes it in the zone. Stenari another forecheck. Puck works its way out. Niedermayer's going to go back and get it. He's met with some pressure, gets it over to Bustamante. Bustamante comes up the wall, but that's cut off and held in by Nashville. Pulled into the corner. Stefanik picks it up, gets it up to Chon. Chon's got Stenari streaking out of the zone. Stenari pulls in, drops it to nobody. Only a Nashville Predator comes back to Bustamante. Bustamante goes cross ice to Niedermayer. He feeds it right back to Stenari. Comes right back to Niedermayer. He pulls in and sends it about 2 feet wide. Stenari's pulling up the back end for Niedermayer. He goes cross ice to Chon, comes off of his stick. Chon goes right back to Bustamante, but he's met with some pressure, and that's just chipped out. Bustamante's met with some pressure. He gets it up to Chon. Chon sends it out to the open ice for Stefanik to pick up. Stefanik cuts into the zone. Cross ice pass. Tried to hit Chon on the back door. That gets picked up by Nashville and driven down to the Ducks zone, and that's going to be icing. So 3:01 left in the second period. The Ducks with a 6-1 lead.
Starting to labor a little bit. That was a long shift for them. They got pushed over on this 3:01 remaining in period number 2. Parker comes out with Bishop and
Lipinski tried pulling the Stefanik move, pushing it forward. Son holds it in the zone, drives it right back down to Moxham. Moxham peels away from pressure and off the boards. Gets it out to Grant. Grant gets it back to Lipinski. Big rebound. Moxham just fanned on the shot. And Nash was able to move it outside the zone and deep into the Ducks end. Son's going to pick that up over there. He circles it back into the corner. Grant comes down to pick it up, and he goes up off the wall and out of the zone. And Nashville sends it right back up into their bench.
Hughes has the puck in the neutral zone. Decided that Dean Wagner needed a concussion. Threw the puck right at the side of his temple. Wagner, a patriot assault. He played hockey himself, saw it coming, and with very little effort was able to get out of the way.
So Jack steps in on the face-off there. He's got Baker on the left wing, his brother Ben on the right. Baker chases this guy into the corner. Cut off by Jack, and the Nashville ends up with the 3-on-1. Ben gets back on the back check. Shot comes in, picked up by Jack. Jack and Baker streaking down, and he holds it in, gets it right back to Jack into the slot. And oh man.
Took both of the forwards and kind of knocked them into each other goal style like the Three Stooges. Xander Maselli on all fours was able to cover the low and keep the puck out of the net. 2:02 remaining in period number 2. Let me just give you an idea of how this game is going with a statistic. The shots on goal, 26 for the Anaheim Ducks, 1 for the Junior Preds. Junior Preds haven't scored, so
Baker picks it up behind the net. He moves it out to the right-hand side. Gets it over to Jack Ivey. He circles away from pressure, cuts into the slot area.
Somehow going through everybody on our team and maintaining possession.
Gets it back to Baker. Baker goes up the wall. That's deflected, but held in by Williams. He drives it into the corner. That's pushed out of his reach. Comes back to Williams again. He walks off the wall and zips it in. And this time it's held by the Nashville goaltender for a stoppage of play. So 1:19 left in the second period. Junior Ducks with a 6-1 lead.
Comes out, joined by Houston Matthews. Davis has sight. Minute 19 remaining. Period number 2. Only one penalty in this entire game, which makes it very different from the penalty was on. Olivas pinches a kid into the corner. The puck comes out.
Stenari in on the forecheck. It comes out, backdoor pass to Chon just out of his reach. Chon comes back down, drops it down into the corner. He's going to have to pick it up in the corner again. Cycles it back down low. That's Stefanik. And the puck gets out, springs into the zone. Son sends it up and out. Chon's able to get it out. He gets it fed by Stefanik.
Nobody even looked at each other. That puck never hit the floor, and they got it all the way down the ice. Anaheim brings it to the zone and slows it down. They're just playing keep away with us. They're mocking and potentially bullying us.
So that puck's shoved into the goaltender, and he holds it up.
Still 6-1 Anaheim. Junior Preds, obviously, trying to get back into this game. They know it's just a matter of 5 goals, and they'll tie it up. So far, they've had 1 shot on goal and 1 goal, so they know if they shoot, they score. That's really what I'm taking out of these. 16 seconds remaining.
Grant sends it right back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg right back down to Grant, and that gets cut off, but he holds it in, drives it back into Lipinski, just out of his reach. Locks him in on the forecheck. Bustamani's going to drop down low, send it in on the goaltender, gets it pushed over into the side, and that's the second period. So after 2, so we got Chon and Stenari on the right wing, Baker on the left wing, back end, Bustamani and Eisenberg. Starting the third period. The Nashville Predators go high off the glass. Eisenberg cuts that off, works its way over to Baker. He doesn't get to the puck, and Nashville picks it in and gets it in deep.
Hey, it just got erased like Schwarzenegger took him out behind the net.
Nice outlet breakout pass to Stenari. He chips it in. Hey, that's interference.
Very hit by Letts. Both kids kind of went shoulder to shoulder. They both went down ultimately. Anaheim's kid is skating stiffly toward the bench. He's going to circle back and rejoin his teammates. Anaheim only going to make 1 change, possibly 0 changes. Not 1 change. All right. Anaheim gets 2 legs on the ice. The Junior Preds send several as they're coming off the penalty. All right. Matthews invites
Stefanik pushes the puck into the corner, wraps it around. Bustamani's going to hold that in. He zips it back into the corner, picked up by Chon. Chon sends it up to Stefanik. Stefanik has Bustamani walking off the wall. He walks the blue line, drives it back down into Eisenberg. Eisenberg with it on the half wall, goes down to Chon. Chon back to Eisenberg, working the perimeter. Chon walks it back outside, walks off the wall, goes right back into the corner to Eisenberg. He walks back up, circles away from pressure, drives it right back down to Chon. He's reaching for it, picks it up, and the Ducks are just working the perimeter. Oh, cross-ice pass, almost gets through. Comes back to Bustamani. He walks off the wall and the blue line. Comes right back over to Stefanik. Stefanik, oh, and it's deflected by Stenari. Stefanik gets Stenari gets a stick on it, just directs it over top shelf over the goalie stick side and scores the 7th goal of the game. 12:45 left in the third period. Nice little deflection by Stenari. Now we got Lipinski on the centering position with Baker on the right wing, and looks like Moxham over there on the left wing. Comes back to Williams. Williams pulls up, spins away from pressure. Cycles it back to Lipinski. Lipinski has it, or I'm sorry, Son's got it. Spins away from some pressure. Lipinski comes in to help him out. He moves it up to Baker. Baker crosses the red line, tries to dump it into Moxham. Moxham jumps on it in the corner, gets pulled down. Comes back to Lipinski. Lipinski met with some pressure on the half wall. Puck comes out. Pred's able to chip it out. Son back there to pick it up. It comes off of his stick. Predators get by and shoot it about 2 feet wide.
10 feet away and let someone got his stick. All right. This is Olivas taking up the Canada.
Williams picks it up in the corner. He's met with some pressure. Son comes in to help him out. Puck trickles out to Moxham.
Some fancy things. Some things that are only marginally legal in several countries. Most of them in South America, though. South America's not really known for their ice hockey, but when they do play, whoo, I mean to tell you, they play dirty.
So 10:59 left in the game. 7-1 run time. Run time going on. Picks it up, gets it over to Ben. Ben works his way out. It comes off of his stick, comes right back to Bustamante. Bustamante comes over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer quickly moves it up to Grant. Grant's going to pull in the zone all alone. And gets it out to Jack Ivey, who has it wide open left side of the net and makes no mistakes and puts it there.
An angle and take the kid out. The referee, I don't think the ref had his head on a swivel there. The referee didn't see it coming. Anaheim comes in, little backdoor pass. Gowdy didn't have a chance. They were 2-on-1. And with the way that Anaheim passes, that was kind of a surgical strike that ended up in the back of the net. Anaheim jumps out to an 8-1 lead. And it's really close down to 1-1. Little Wagner wins the draw to Anaheim.
Ben Ivey pulls it in the corner, pulls away from pressure, drops it for his brother Jack. He gets it over to Grant. Grant peels away from pressure, hops over Niedermeyer's stick, and he gets on the gas on the back check. And Niedermeyer back there in the corner, chased into the corner. He works his way out. Gets it up to Jack. Jack gets on the gas, pulls into the slot, gets a puck knifed off of his stick, but his brother Ben pulls it up and almost stick handled himself around the goalie and found an open net, but got knifed off of his stick. And Nashville wraps it around. Chon's going to pick it up on the half wall, send it over to Eisenberg. He just misses the tip into the zone there.
Now it comes to Ben Byron. Ben Byron crosses the neutral zone. Wagner going with him.
Nashville's able to get it into the Ducks' end. Williams picks up stretch pass, gets chipped just out of Stenari's reach. Stenari's going to pick it up in the neutral zone, go right back into the Nashville end. Gets met with some pressure. Oh, backhand pass, nobody there. Nashville takes it and is able to skate it out. Williams back there to pick it up. And Nashville's able to drive it right back into the Duck zone. Williams picks it up there, spins away from pressure. Stretch pass comes off of Chon's stick. Lipinski comes out of nowhere and picks it up. Cuts into the zone, loses an edge. And Williams just hops over his stick and a 3-on-1 develops, but Chon gets back, on the gas and actually strips the puck and takes it away. He moves it up the wall. And Nashville grabs it at the red line and drives it right back in. 7:43 left in the game. Eisenberg picks it up. He spins away from pressure. Eisenberg generates some speed, cuts into the right-hand corner. Comes in, tries to pick top shelf. Lipinski picks it up, backhands out to Moxham, and Moxham rips it up top shelf. Nice little puck movement. Lipinski picks it up behind the net, gets it to his backhand, and finds Moxham out to the left side, and he roofs it. So 7:03, Ducks take a 9-1 lead.
The league adopted the two-point conversion several years ago, and that will work to the junior Preds advantage. Oh, nice job with the face-off.
Puck gets pushed into the Anaheim zone. Niedermeyer back there to pick it up.
Anaheim picks it up. They are just one score away from having this time. Into open ice.
Gets it out to Stefanik. Stefanik picks it up on the red line. He pulls into the corner. Gets it back to Lipinski. Lipinski cuts off the wall. Behind the net, gets it out. Oh, wraparound attempt. Gets pushed into the far side boards. It comes right back to him. He walks out into the slot. He's at the end of his shift. Kind of forgot the other hand on his stick. Tried to swing at it. Missed it. Niedermeyer picks it up. Gets it over to Son. Son cross-ice pass to Lipinski. Right back on his stick. He's going to come off the wall. Nice centering attempt. Over to Stefanik to a wide open net. And it's a 10-1 game.
It's all over Xander Maselli. The junior Preds were having a dinner party back in the defense or the offensive zone. They look like meatloaf. And in Las Vegas, they did meatloaf right. You're going to pay $32 for it, but you're going to get a side of green beans, French cut. They don't do broccoli here. Broccoli not indigenous to the land.
So it's a 10-1 lead here. I couldn't touch it. Comes back to Bustamante. Bustamante over to Eisenberg. Eisenberg right back to Bustamante. He gets met with some pressure. Turned around. And Jack Ivey overskated it. Picked up by Eisenberg. He cuts across the red line. Has Jack and Ben coming in with him. He cuts into the slot. Tries to go right back to Jack. Jack backdoor to Ben. And Ben reversed it right back. And it's another wide open net. So 11-1.
Anaheim hasn't had to do anything spectacular because the junior Preds are not only backing away, but they're giving them the open net. 10-1, and one of our goals has not been accomplished, as we have not held them under double digits. Anaheim in a flurry here. The junior Preds, their whole house collapsed about 5 minutes ago, and the Preds have decided, I don't want to be here anymore. I can hardly blame them.
Back to Eisenberg. Eisenberg back over to Bustamante. Bustamante stretch pass, gets it up to Jack Ivey. He tries to feed it to his brother Ben, or Ben to Jack. Gets pushed back into the corner. Bustamante picks it up. He spins away from a little bit of pressure, then walks through two guys. Stretch pass to Jack. Jack over to Ben. Ben backhands it into the zone. Grant's going to pick it up in the far side corner there. Comes down to Jack, or Ben. Ben's going to walk off the wall. Behind the net, another backdoor pass. Spin around shot. .338 left. Hoisted the puck out. Sonari's going to pick that up. And he steps around the pressure. Gets it up to Baker. Baker gets it right back to Sonari. Sonari peels away from pressure. Gets it right out. Tried to feed Baker because he got deflected back into the slot area. Nashville comes out. Williams is able to hold it in. Comes back down to Sonari. He spins away from pressure. Tries to cycle it back down, but that's cut off by Nashville. And the puck gets pushed into the Ducks zone. 3:07 left. Son gets the wheels moving. He cuts out of the zone. Cuts across the red line. Gets it over to Sonari. Sonari peels away from pressure. Gets it right back to Son. and he loses it at the half wall. Nashville is able to stretch out 2-on-1. Nice little pass, big shot, big save by Koenig. And 2:38 left.
2.5 minutes.
Sends it up to Lipinski. Lipinski at the blue line. Stretch pass. He pulls into the corner. Cuts out, works through traffic. And Nashville's able to push it out. So Bustamante back there to pick it up. Lipinski cross ice over to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer up to Moxon. Moxon back to Lipinski over to Stefanik. Stefanik winds up and blasts it over the shoulder. So it's 12-1 now. 2 minutes left.
Tipped it a little. The Sally thought he had the angle. It went over his right shoulder, and Anaheim scores their 11th goal. I think that's their 6th goal of the period. Maybe their 5th goal of the period. That doesn't sound impressive until you think about this. They've had run time the entire time. So the Ducks have scored 5 goals in literally 13 minutes, and that's real time, 13 minutes, including all the times that this has happened, where the referees take their time to make sure none of the Preds get hurt. Time just taken away. Under a minute and a half to go. Sam Hagen gets the puck.
Comes back to Niedermeyer. Niedermeyer spins away for pressure, gets to the Lipinski. Lipinski backhands it over to Bustamante. Bustamante gains his own, knocks a kid down, pulls up on the blue line, drives it into the corner to Lipinski. Lipinski has Stefanik on the back door. Moxon picks it up. He sidesteps the player and backhands it down. That gets cut off and broken up. Stefanik comes back in, strips the puck, pulls it up on the half wall, blocks the blue line, drives it down to Lipinski. Lipinski has Moxon on the back door, but that gets cut off by Nashville. And Bustamante picks it up on the half wall, drops it to Stefanik. Stefanik walks off, zips it in, had Lipinski there looking for the rebound coverage, and the Ducks are going to the box. Stefanik has picked up a penalty here late, and that should just about do it.
Everybody was staring at him, and then an Anaheim Duck came through and leveled it. Wagner's head not particularly on a swivel. 15 seconds left. One to do the Preds should fake a heart attack here just to let the last 10 seconds run off. And I think they're going to do it. Junior Preds dumped it over the board. Nobody got hurt. We didn't hold it under 10, although it looks like the penalties got paid.
What was the shot? 63-7.
Mrs. Olivas, that was a disaster. All right. Junior Preds have shown a couple of their Achilles heels were exposed there. Like mostly, we don't pass very well. We're not real tough and really fast. But otherwise, the Ducks always scored well. So at the end of regulation, the Junior Preds almost tied it up right at the end there. They came within 11. Junior Preds lose 12-1. We're going to come back to you a little bit later in the day tomorrow. We've got 2 later games. The first one here in the Central Time Zone will be sometime around 3 or 3:30, where the Preds will play Dallas. I think they play the Dallas Stars early and the Phoenix Coyotes late. Be sure to tune into that Coyotes game because that will be the first time that New Vice will face his attacker. All right. Well, the shots are 63-7. Wanted to wait for that one if you wanted some good news. All right, until tomorrow, this is Steve Lewis for Everly saying enjoy the rest of your Friday night. Get some good sleep. We got some great hockey coming back to you on an awesome channel tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.
You're a tough act to follow.
What?
You're a tough act to follow. The commentary recording bring it up.
So is our team.